What's going on, guys? PlayStation 5 Showcase finally happened today. You'll be seeing this video after the day of because I didn't get a chance to record till a little late, but of course I watched it live, and of course I have some opinions on it, so I'm not going to waste any more time, guys. Hey, I'm Ramakrishnan. Let's talk about PlayStation 5. Alright, so first things first, Showcase kicked it off. Hold on. I feel like let's not talk about the games yet. I mean, it's got a release date and a price point. Finally, it's about time. So PS5 All Digital Edition is only $400. And then, of course, the regular console's $5. And it's launching on November 12th, only 2 days after Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. Crazy. That week, it's about to be wild. Yeah, I feel like those prices are valid. I expected a 500 point. I was a little worried they were going to go higher than the Xbox, but then had to change it maybe after Xbox announced it last time. But we're talking about pretty impressive hardware, and it's a lot cheaper than buying a really high-end gaming PC. So hopefully it'll be worth it in that way. And $400, like a whole $100 difference, seems substantial. I don't know anything about, what goes into the engineering and hardware, but like, for the disk drive to make it $100 less, that's pretty interesting. Let's talk about some games. All right, so first things first, they showed off the new Final Fantasy game. It was rumored. Final Fantasy 16 looks pretty cool. I like the, I guess you could say kind of the whole atmosphere, the medieval type of look to it. It looks cool. I'm not really someone who plays Final Fantasy. I've dabbled in them a little bit. My backlog has plenty of games in that franchise, but yeah, I don't have anything personal, but Final Fantasy 16 looks great. I think it was a really good game to start off the showcase with. Miles Morales, bro, I'm telling you, this game looks awesome. I don't really, I'm not surprised it looks good. It's a sequel to Spider-Man. It's one of my favorite games on the PS4. I'm very, very interested in following the story of Miles and his mom with the politics, and the Underground versus Roxxon should be kind of exciting. I think the gameplay actually looks like it looks insanely good because we see that it's got like the Spider-Man combat that we know and love from Insomniac's Spider-Man game, but then there's all these new moves and he's doing some crazy things. It looks thrilling. It looks really fun. I'm very, very hyped for that game. The next game that they showed is also awesome. Another licensed game, Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, the funny thing is, in comparison, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Personally, I love the movies. You know what I mean? Like, I like Spider-Man, but I don't really have much of a connection to Harry Potter. I'm telling you that this game looks awesome. It looks incredibly good. I mean, it's a huge fantasy RPG, open world. You've got so many probably different interesting stories to be told and exploring. You can leave Hogwarts and go out and just fight all these monsters, and you have your magical spells and stuff. It looks like it's going to be super fun. I think it's going to be an engrossing world. I do like the lore of Harry Potter and the wizarding world. I think it's interesting. I just never really got too connected to the film franchise when I was younger, like a lot of people did. But it looks dope. I'm very, very excited for that game. And after that, they kept my hype going because they showed the new Call of Duty. Of course, I was very excited when I saw the reveal trailer for Cold War, and then when they showed it again last week, someone showed us. We got a new look at it last week, I think it was, and then now we got a campaign trailer with a little bit of actual gameplay, and I mean, it looks so good because I personally really enjoy Call of Duty Black Ops as that sub-franchise. I think it's my favorite. I think Black Ops 1 and 2 are just awesome. And knowing that we're getting a follow-up to those games, to Black Ops, is exciting. It's an interesting time period. I'm compelled by that. I think that it looks very cool. And I'm very, very positive because we're seeing an emphasis on the campaign. Modern Warfare did it last year, and I'm very happy with that. Black Ops 4 did not. So, to see Black Ops return to form in that way, at least for me personally, has me thrilled. So, yeah. So, I do not have a lot of connection to Resident Evil at all, unfortunately. Quite like Final Fantasy, as I mentioned prior. I think horror is cool. I do appreciate it for what it is and respect it. I think Village looks dope. I mean, there seems like there's some cool lore to kind of pull from in this storytelling that they're doing. I like the idea with the forest and the village and all that. I think that it's going to be a very, very good game because just based on what I've heard from people who play them and what I've seen, Capcom's kind of on a roll as of late, really since 2017 with Resident Evil. So Like, that's kind of awesome that they have that coming out next year. Oh man, Deathloop, I've been pumped for this game since they announced it a couple years back. I think it's just like the premise is very fun. Okay, so I really like the concept of a time loop. I don't know, man, these trailers, it's like a film. Like, it's a movie. Like, it looks like a very fun action movie that I'd be hyped to go see in theaters ASAP. I love the tone of it and the style. I feel like the graphics don't really look that incredible. Almost, I mean, it doesn't look like anything better than a PS4 game, but that's okay. I'm thinking that the gameplay looks very fun. Arcane knows how to make cool gameplay. It's very stylistic, different types of action in there. I think it's going to be a blast to play, and I like that there's like, our two main characters clashing and they're out to kill each other. It's super cool. Like I said, I just enjoy time loops and stuff like that, so I'm very interested. I've been interested. I'm a little sad it got delayed, but it's coming out next year at some point. I'm very excited to play Deathloop. Okay, so after that, we were seeing Devil May Cry 5, and, it's not really what I wanted to see at the showcase. I mean, whatever. I like Devil May Cry 5 a lot. It's one of my favorite games from 2019. It's very good. It's a very good action game. It's got fun characters, awesome action. It's cool. It's a game you should play. But, I played it as early as January of this year. I'm not really being like, wow, I can't wait to play DMC5 on PS5. Other people are different. It's still kind of a new game, and I'm not even saying it's bad to bring it to PS5. What I'm saying is it feels like it's such a recent game, and I don't know. I mean, I was a little disappointed that was one of their they gave time to that when, I don't know, I feel like they could have just done something else. Maybe, I don't know. Oddworld is weird because this trailer was kind of dope for Oddworld Soulstorm. It had a very cinematic feel to it. The gameplay is kind of weird in Oddworld. People enjoy it. It's a cult classic. We go back years, right? I don't know if I've played a little bit of some of the Oddworld games. I don't even know which ones. Don't really care that much. I can do without it. I'm probably not going to play Soulstorm, just being honest. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to PS5. Interesting. I never played those mobile games when that was a big phenomenon way back when. I just didn't get around to it. Don't really care. I mean, this trailer was had a good horror movie type of vibe to it. It might be fun. It doesn't mean anything to me. Take it or leave it. Okay, if I'm not gonna remember that they even showed it at the showcase. Now, I hate to say this as a gamer, but I don't know, man. From Software games are tough, and I don't think they're for me. I've tried Sekiro Shadows Die twice. I've tried Bloodborne. I think I've tried some of the Dark Souls. Demon's Souls looks so good. It looks so polished. Bluepoint is a really awesome team of developers that know how to remake old games and make them fantastic and new. You can see that from afar. It looks great. I like the tone and the style of Demon's Souls for what it is. It looks cool. The combat looks it looks exciting. It looks like a game that I want to play. Honestly, I just don't know. I don't know if I want that challenge. Maybe. I do think it looks good. It's definitely on my radar. Okay, Fortnite's coming to PlayStation 5. No, really? Is a bear shit in the woods? It was always going to come to PS5. It's going to come to Series X. You know what I mean? It's a game that is able to go to multiple platforms. It's a huge phenomenon still, which is crazy. With all the Marvel stuff in there, it's still worth playing. I personally don't like it. I didn't play Fortnite in 2020 or 19 or 18. Tried it out, just not for me. No dirt on it. Yeah, so then they showed us this PlayStation Plus collection, and I was thinking, all right, what's this going to be? They showed us a bunch of high quality games, a bunch of high profile video games released over the last 7 years that are actually worth everyone's attention. I mean, not every game is for everyone, obviously. A couple in there that stood out that I personally love are Uncharted 4, Last of Us Remastered, God of War. What else was there? Until Dawn. I really like that. Detroit Become Human, Batman Arkham Knight. There's several games in there that... so I actually like this a lot, that PlayStation's doing this. Big move, big power move here. You get PS5, day and date. And look at this library of all these great PS4 titles available for free with your PlayStation Plus subscription. And yeah, I think it's cool. I own pretty much every single game they showed, but there are many games in there which I would love to replay if I ever get time. Life's tough. There's not a lot of free time to replay games, but I think it's a really good move on their part. And it's cool to know that we'll have like that instant game library available to play some of these PS4 classics. And then after that, they did the final reveal. I knew it was coming. I tweeted, I was like, yeah, what if they didn't give us a date and price? That would be really stupid. I'd be mad. We'd all be mad. The internet would be going crazy. They're going probably pretty crazy right now over the last two things that were shown at the showcase, though. I mean, it's nice to finally have a finite release date and price point for this next-gen console. God of War, I was so excited. I thought it was just so cool. They did that one more thing, something that Ubisoft has done at E3 before. I feel like Nintendo does it. It's a hype type of thing, but you have to show the right thing in the ending. I'm telling you, like that music and the logo, I knew it was the God of War logo, and then Ragnarok is coming, and like, oh, dude, it's so hype. It's so exciting because God of War 2018 is a masterpiece. Facts. God of War series, one of my favorite in all of video games, and like knowing that we're gonna get a proper sequel in 2021, which is only 3 years after the first one, or the last one, is awesome. I'm really happy that Sony Santa Monica's been hard at work, and it's going to be nice. Like, I mean, if God of War was technically impressive, imagine what this sequel is going to do on PS5. Forget about it. PS5 won. But no, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this PlayStation 5 showcase. I like video games. I like all video games. I'm wearing a Zelda shirt right now, okay? So I like Nintendo. Super Mario 3D All-Stars coming out in a couple days. Hopefully my pre-order's coming through. I made a video about Xbox like 2 days ago. I'm very excited for Xbox, and I think they're doing some really good things. And PS5 is just major hype. I mean, God of War, Spider-Man, major hype. So yeah, let's talk in the comments below about all things gaming, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed your time here, and I will catch you all in the next video.